Cultural relevant pedagogy's theoretical roots stem from sociocultural learning theory, or more precisely, the research of Russian psychologist Lev Vygotsky. Vygotsky believed that a child's cultural development appears twice, first on the social level and later on the individual. This is significant because it means individual thinking is derived from and secondary to social interactions. Therefore, students don't enter our classrooms as open slates, but as complex cultural beings with values, perspectives, and ways of seeing the world that the teacher must leverage. Sociocultural learning theory postulates that you not only have to build on a student's prior knowledge to teach students, but that you have to leverage their funds of knowledge, or the home culture of students. Research demonstrates that when classroom norms and values contrast with those of a student's home culture, the student resists. This is because culture grounds us as humans. It brings order to chaos. It teaches us how to act in the world and thus brings safety and predictability. When our culture is attacked, our sense of safety is lost. Starting in 1989, Dr. Gloria Ladson-Billings tracked 8, quote, amazing teachers who, despite the odds, despite the resources, were able to produce some amazing, astounding results among African American students, end quote. She combined these observations with the literature on educational anthropology to create what we now know as cultural relevant pedagogy. In her book, Dream Keepers, Billings defines cultural relevant pedagogy as a, quote, a pedagogy that empowers students intellectually, socially, emotionally, and politically by using cultural and historical reference to convey knowledge, to impart skills, and to change attitudes, end quote. Jackie Jordan of Emory University says teachers who are culturally relevant become, quote, cultural translators and cultural bridge builders, end quote. She says the main premise behind cultural relevant pedagogy is that, quote, teachers take students' everyday lived cultural experiences and make the appropriate linkages between what the students know and do and understand and come up with examples, end quote. Cultural relevant activities that are useful in the classroom either interest students or build upon their skills or cultural assets. For example, Billings says, quote, far too often teachers choose a problem that interests them. Projects like saving the rainforest, recycling, or animal rights may emerge because the teacher has a deep passion for them. However, racial profiling, mass incarceration, or inequity in suspension may be impacting students directly. These more politically volatile topics are ones that teachers may want to hold at arm's length, but failure to engage them is exactly why students do not trust schools to be places that deal honestly and forthrightly with the issues of their lives, end quote. When it comes to building on a student's skills, the teachers need to see problem students with new eyes. For example, Billings observed a teacher who took a student that had been suspended multiple times and turned him into the 6th grade class president. The teacher saw the energy and interaction styles of the student as positives instead of something that needed to be controlled. Her vision and encouragement influenced the student to take his interaction styles from home and to use them to become an academic leader in school. While this video served as an introduction to cultural relevant pedagogy, next week's video is going to discuss the 3 things Gloria Ladson-Billings believes are the foundation to becoming a cultural relevant teacher. To see that video and the many more coming, please subscribe to Tolentino Teaching. Thank you.